Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we'll be discussing on a very essential and sensitive topic. So if this is your first time to our YouTube channel, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. NFL social justice initiatives will include helmet signage and helmet decors. Now, the National Football League, which is the NFL, certainly has taken steps in recent years to address issues of racial inequality and promotes diversity within the league. The NFL has made efforts to address racial injustice and promote social justice through initiatives like its Inspire Change campaign. Now, many of the palm color people are not impressed by this, and others are saying this will only bring more aura to the Zim. So the Inspire Change campaign has supported community organizations working on issues like criminal justice reform, police community relations, and economic empowerment. The league has also worked to increase the representation of minorities in coaching and front office positions. Now I'm about to play you some of the reactions and videos that different people are responding to this, and I'll be back after the video shortly with more interesting news about it.
What I would do to fix the End campaign for the NFL now that the season is over and they can redo it for next year. End racism to the subconscious mind is only perpetuating more racism. This is what I mean. So if I tell you, hey, don't think about the sensation you are feeling in your right pinky. Subconsciously, you kind of thought about your pinky, even though I said don't think about your pinky. It's the same thing as racism. It's still using a negative context. Some of the other campaign I love, like Choose Love or We're in This Together, I think is great. And if they are really wanting to, the messaging should be something more along the lines of equity and equality. Something positive, something that we actually want to move towards. And if y'all could tag them, that would be great, because I'm hoping that the intention is there and it's not someone that truly understands the subconscious mind. I'm really hoping that's a whole different story, but if y'all could tag them, because we really need this to be changed. It's only perpetuating more racism. I know that's not what we want.
The whole year last season, the NFL had the words printed in capital letters on the sideline: racism. And it got me thinking, what guy is in Louisiana watching the Saints on a Sunday? They score a touchdown, he sees the words "end racism," and he's like, honey, take down the flag.
For many athletes, the NFL is the dream and the end goal. But what does it mean when the league so many strive to get into doesn't value their intellect? Up until 2021, the NFL had a devious practice that devalued black players' brains. That practice is known as race norming, which is a race practice that assumes black athletes have lower cognitive function than whites when testing for brain injury claims. So if a retiree wanted to qualify for a claim, they'd have to do the unthinkable. A man would have to score so low on his cognitive test or even intentionally fail them to qualify, even though they may have a brain deficit or serious conditions such as dementia. This practice began in 1990 and went unnoticed until 2018, which was when thousands of players had had enough and collected over 50,000 petitions. In 2021, the NFL pledged to stop the practice. The NFL's race norming shows that they'll exploit men's bodies and disregard their mental health and capability. Pay attention and stand together when it comes to calling out practices. It's time they are all put to an end. We all know schools aren't teaching Black history correctly, and that's what makes pushback.
So as we have seen, there are still many issues related to race and altruism within the NFL. For example, some players and fans have criticized the league's response to player protests against police brutality and racial injustice. And there have been numerous incidents of racist behavior and language among players, coaches, and fans over the years. So while the NFL is certainly making progress in addressing issues of race and altruism, it's fair to say that there's still a lot of work to be done. The NFL is a powerful institution with a massive platform and a huge influence on popular culture, so it has a responsibility to lead the way when it comes to promoting diversity, equality, and inclusion. So one of the key challenges is that altruism is deeply entrenched in our society, and it's not something that can be solved overnight. It takes sustained effort from many different institutions, including the NFL, to make real progress. But looking at the bright side here is that we can see signs of progress and progress. For example, the league has become more open to players protesting during the national anthem. And there's a growing awareness of the need for more minority coaches and front office executives. And now the decision to put end R to the Zim in the end zones in upside down text was certainly meant to be a bold and attention grabbing gesture. On one hand, you could argue that it was a bold and effective way to draw attention to the issue of R to the Zim and to promote discussion and awareness. After all, people were certainly talking about it, and that's always a good first step. But on the other hand, some people criticized the move as performative or as not going far enough to address the deep-seated issues of R to the Zim in the NFL and the society as a whole. Some felt that this was a bit superficial gesture that didn't really address the root causes of R to the Zim or offer any concrete solutions. So ultimately, the decision to put end R to the Zim in the end zones in upside down text was a controversial one. But whether it was truly effective in promoting real change is a bit harder to say. So in my opinion, the NFL's gesture with the upside down text was certainly open to interpretation, and there were a lot of opinions about whether it was effective or not, as we could see, and that's part of the complexity of trying to address R to the Zim in our society. Definitely, there's no easy solution and everyone has different ideas about how to best tackle the problem. But the fact that people were talking about the issue of R to the Zim and having conversations is important in itself. It shows that people are paying attention and that there's a growing awareness about the need for change. So now, what's your take on the whole situation? Do you think that the NFL's gesture was effective in raising awareness, or do you think it fell short? Or do you think that there are other steps that the league could take that might be more effective in promoting racial justice? Thank you for watching the video and God bless.